Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. And today we are going to compare GW-501516, also known as cardarine, to GW-0742, also known as liability. Before we get into that, just a big shout out and thank you to everybody out there supporting the channel. Your likes, your subs, your comments, everything you guys do, the shares, it helps the channel to grow immensely. If you haven't yet, please do all those things. Like, sub, comment, share. Whatever you can do to feed that algorithm, it helps the channel grow, and it allows me to produce more and more content for you each and every day. So let's get into this. This is a highly requested topic. There's actually not a ton of significant difference here, but there is some that definitely needs to be pointed out. So without further ado, we're going to talk about GW-501516 and GW-0742. Now look, they're very, very similar, okay? Very similar. Cardarine is definitely the most popular of the two. It's been around a lot longer. There's a lot more out there on it study-wise, use-wise, log-wise especially. Commonly used during cutting cycles, but can be used in any cycle. Now, it's going to help burn down fats at a rapid rate, and it's going to help to actually reduce overall body fat percentage. And it's also used for performance enhancements, general athletic performance, since it's very, very effective for endurance and stamina. All right. Now, 0742 is going to affect the body in a very similar manner as 501516. Both of them belong to the same class of drugs. And they're not actually SARMs, as we've covered. They're grouped as SARMs, they're sold as SARMs, but they're not actually SARMs. We're talking about PPAR delta agonists, okay? In simple terms, what they're going to do here is improve the activities and performance of the protein called the PPAR delta, all right? This means the drugs are actually technically not selective androgen receptor modulators. As I said, they're not true SARMs, even though they're marketed and sold that way. All right, just always remember that. Something else that both of them share is their parent company. Both were developed by everybody's good friend, GlaxoSmithKline. We all know about them, all right? Cardarine was the first to enter the market. It's been around many, many years longer. Now, according to some reports out there, the PPAR agonist was developed for the sole purpose of extending the patent that GlaxoSmithKline has on cardarine. That's the whole reason why that they developed 0742, according to people out there. Some people even claim that it's more potent than 501516. That is highly debatable. There's no clinical trials proving that. And for me personally, I feel that some people believe that based on something in their mind, and that's fine if you feel that way. And hey, if you got better results on it, then I'm not going to call you a liar. But it's unsubstantiated at best. There's, like I said, no clinical trials that would show that whatsoever. And I know plenty of people that didn't see any significant difference in 0742. But hey, to each their own. It's 0742 structurally looks like cardarine, but with only one hydrogen atom replaced with a fluorine atom. So from what I can tell, is that it has all the positive traits of cardarine, but with some added benefits. It has shown very impressive research results in body fat reduction and performance enhancement, just like 501516, but it differs due to enhanced synthesis and biological activity, with user reports indicating from some that it's much more potent. Some notable benefits that I have seen that aren't generally reported with cardarine are improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, and reduced gut inflammation. All right, these are some things that you don't generally see with cardarine that I have seen with 0742, and some people have said that 0742 actually has a stronger effect on improving lipid profiles. 501516 was ultimately created to help the treatment of obesity and to help treating bad cholesterol, and it also helps with blood pressure, but ultimately those were the reasons that it was created in the first place. Now, here's where the big difference comes in, and the one that is going to scare some of you, and rightfully so. The huge drawback with potential with 0742 is there's being studies that it can actually increase the size of our hearts, which can be very dangerous, and it does so through the activation of calcineurin. All right. Now, it's also been shown to happen very quickly, And it's a debated topic and something that needs to be noted and addressed, all right? Cardarine does not carry any side effects alongside, which make it one of the most desirable PEDs on the market. There's just not enough research on 0742. It shows the potential to be a stronger version of Cardarine. That's debatable. And, you know, for me, even the present possibility of having anything negative like that on your heart renders it very, very iffy to me. If you want to take that shot with it, by all means. There's very little on it in general, but that's what was found through studies on rats. I weigh things out, risk versus reward, and for me personally, 501516, as many of you know, is one of my favorite of anything that you can possibly take, but it's also more conducive to what I do, being endurance athlete and a person that runs every single day 10 miles. Everybody's got their own wants and needs. Most people always look for some sort of fat loss aid. I love the fact with Cardarine, and obviously 0742 carrying many of the main attributes that Cardarine does, I really, really love the help that it does with metabolism, but even more than that, the help with the blood pressure, cholesterol. Those are big deals, all right? Big deals for your overall health. Just be careful, all right? And understand the main difference is that big side effect possibility. There's so little on there. There's not enough for me to say anything definitive. But knowing that that's a possibility makes this a rather easy decision for me personally. But that's some people are willing to try. I've seen, you know, plenty of people willing to try a lot of different things. That's completely and solely up to you. But I would not be doing anybody any sort of good service if I didn't at least point out every single thing. Even if it's only happened to 1 out of a million, I've got to bring it up. If you're going to make these kind of videos and educate people, anything that you know, you've got to at least point it out. Now, you can say it's very rare or whatever, but it's possible. So that's the comparison. I know it's not a ton, but I think there's enough little bits of significance there to make people think twice or give you more of an educated decision on what to do. So, that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.